Fried Green Tomatoes, starring Kathy Bates, Jessica Tandy, Mary Louise Parker. The film also stars Chris O'Donnell in one of his first feature film roles.
Evelyn tried food.
This is one of those titles that would always be sitting there on the video store shelf back in the day when video stores were open, and you'd walk past and you'd see it there and you'd think, I'm not watching that.
Oh, La Strada. It's a Fellini movie.
So random.
Yeah.
Just one of those titles where you're like, okay, a bunch of women just talking, about stuff, and it's been acclaimed, and it says on the back, surely one of the best pictures of the year. It was nominated for Academy Awards.
She tried romance.
If I'd answered the door wearing only cellophane, would you still be watching the baseball game?
The story is about Kathy Bates, who plays Evelyn, and she meets Ninny, who's this older lady played by Jessica Tandy.
Then, she met a new friend.
Mrs. Cleo Threadgood, 82-year-old widow, imagine that.
The two end up chatting, obviously, and this starts the rest of the film of flashbacks, like with Forrest Gump, My mama back in 1945 would always tell me, and then you go to the scene, the flashback, and that carries out. Same type of deal. The chat ends up going then into just a whole bunch of occurrences and things that happened at the Whistle Stop Cafe around that time in the 1930s. There's a relationship that occurs between Mary Louise Parker and this other woman. It's kind of like a lesbian relationship, to tell you the truth. Suggested that anyway. A whole bunch of love, drama, relationships, that sort of thing, and the occasional murder.
Excuse me, sir. I don't believe you should be going anywhere.
The murder becomes a big part of the film as the police start to investigate what happened with this murder, but I just didn't really care for the murder at all. The guy that got killed, he was a kidnapper, and he was an abuser as well.
You wouldn't deny a father the right to see his own son, would you?
Wait, I see. Did you?
Not to say that's what should happen to somebody, but I just didn't care for them trying to find out who ended up doing in this kidnapper and this abuser. And then when I did find out who it was, I wasn't that impressed with it. It didn't really shock me, or it was just, a bit lame. Kathy Bates put in quite a genuine emotional performance. I really did enjoy her role.
Academy Award winner Kathy Bates.
Well, I got mad, and it felt terrific.
Mary Louise Parker was great. I thought she was fantastic. Jessica Tandy was good, but she kind of did the same thing in Driving Miss Daisy a few years back.
I asked Papa if it was all right for me to dip my hand in the water.
The old biddly lady trope, just narcissistic. You've done that, move on, do something different. But she does the same thing again in Fried Green Tomatoes. Not to the same extent, but there is that same attitude behind the character.
And Academy Award winner Jessica Tandy.
How many of them hormones you taking, honey?
Thomas Newman did the music for Fried Green Tomatoes, and that's probably one of the better parts of the film that I do like, was the music. Thomas Newman is a fantastic composer. He's done music for plenty of films like American Beauty, Road to Perdition, Meet Joe Black.
We'll just leave it a mystery.
The list goes on. I felt like the film didn't really know what it wanted to be. Was it a melodrama?
I hate candy bars all over the house. But a candy bar ain't gonna hurt you none. What? No, but it's 10 or 11.
Or was it a murder mystery?
But how anybody could have thought she murdered that man is beyond me.
It kind of fumbles along both of those lines, but I just wasn't digging it. Didn't really care for the murder. Didn't really care for the conversations that the women were having. It just felt a little bit ordinary. My intuition as a kid wasn't that bad because I haven't really missed anything. It was an okay film. I didn't mind it. But to say that it's an absolute crowd pleaser or simply one of the best pictures of the year, deliciously funny, romantic, wonderfully fresh, I think that's a little bit over the top. It felt a little bit stale to me, to tell you the truth. I felt like the tomatoes, definitely weren't ripe, and they were kind of a little bit soggy. So with that, I'm going to give Fried Green Tomatoes 3 out of 5 tomatoes.
Friends. Best friends.
Leave a comment. Let us know what you thought of Fried Green Tomatoes. Thanks for watching, and until next time, the store is closed.